Thanks for joining us today. Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan did what a lot of people are doing this time of year. She received her annual flu shot and the updated COVID-19 vaccine. Just today, the Minnesota Department of Health released its first weekly report of the new respiratory illness season. It showed a slight increase in hospitalization rates for COVID and RSV.
But overall rates remain very low this early in the season. Tonight, Heidi Wigdahl takes a look at where we stand when it comes to having enough vaccines and the demand for them.
It's now the time where vaccines are available for 3 viruses responsible for the most hospitalizations: flu, RSV, and COVID-19.
As they keep releasing these vaccines, they're making them more and more specific to the types of COVID we're seeing out there right now.
But the updated COVID vaccines are off to a slow start. According to the Minnesota Department of Health, less than 5% of Minnesotans are up to date on vaccine doses.
Where we've seen some hiccups in being able to get vaccinated as quickly as what some patients want to is the distribution channel. So there's plenty of vaccine out there. It's not a shortage.
Erin Sumala with Cub Pharmacies says they're seeing high demand.
We are in a really good in-stock position now. The choke point is just staffing and resources to make sure that we can do that safely.
Clinics are still waiting for enough supply to actually start vaccinating. And that's not unusual when you see a launch of a vaccine into the private sector.
Lynn Bata with MDH says there's been similar issues with the new vaccines to protect against RSV, meant for those over 60, pregnant people, and infants up to 6 months old. And if you're eligible for COVID-19, flu, and RSV shots,
if someone has a really hard time getting into the doctor or getting into a clinic to get the vaccines, you can get all 3 shots.
For us, the appointments are getting taken up.
Dr. Zeke McKinney with Health Partners says for those thinking twice about getting a COVID vaccine,
Really, my biggest concern is long COVID. And that's something that, I'm seeing in my patients, and it just, we don't know how to predict who's going to get it and when. We do know the more times you get COVID, the greater risk you're going to have of getting it. And so it's just a really complicated condition to have that can be very debilitating.
For this updated COVID shot, the experts I spoke to all said it does not matter which brand you go with. MDH encourages you to check with your insurance company before going to make sure there aren't any restrictions on coverage. And you can find places to get your flu and COVID vaccines by going to vaccines.gov. Back to you.